Good evening and welcome to the news today. The United States and Turkey have tentatively agreed to cooperate in forming an Islamic State free zone in northern Syria. This as Turkey passes on with the shelling of not only IS targets but also strikes on Kurdish militants. That is becoming increasingly controversial, with NATO warning the bombing campaign will endanger any progress already made towards peace between Turkey and the PKK. Correspondent Ayman Siksik has the story.
A crackdown on IS militants, continued airstrikes in neighboring Iraq, and an army now involved outside Turkish borders. Turkey's getting tough. At least 15 people suspected of links to the Islamic State group have been detained after Turkish police raided homes in Ankara in a major security sweep. In the southeastern city of Adıyaman, 19 people with alleged links to the PKK, the Kurdistan Workers' Party, were also detained. The arrests came after mass protests erupted in the southeast of the country against the strikes on PKK targets. One demonstrator was killed in the standoff with the Turkish army, fueling claims that Turkey is trying to quash pro-PKK protests. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan discussed the escalation with his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin on Monday. Meanwhile, Turkish military involvement in neighboring countries continues to deepen. Iraq. Turkish fighter jets returned Monday after bombing targets in the mainly Kurdish region of Hakurk in northern Iraq. Sunday night strikes could signal the end of the ceasefire between Turkey and the PKK, signed only in 2013 after nearly 3 decades of armed struggle. Turkish Prime Minister Ahmet Davutoglu said the Kurdish insurgency against Ankara is a security threat, and the strikes will continue until his country is satisfied that its borders are safe. But a dramatic announcement made Monday could see Turkey expanding its activities even closer to its borders. Syria. Ankara firmly denied today that it had struck Kurdish YPG positions in the north of Syria. The YPG, a self-proclaimed Democratic People's Army, said Turkish tanks hit its positions in the village of Zurmagar in Aleppo, wounding 4 members of the allied rebel force and several villagers. Despite Turkey's denial, the country's border with Syria is heating up, also due to a different threat: the Islamic State.
We have relatives in Syria. We've received a phone call from them. They said the Islamic State had been threatening to launch an assault on them. They got into cars and had to leave. Many of them have left and went to nearby towns.
Turkey has dramatically escalated its role in the US-led coalition against the Islamic State group, in a move which could shift its position and influence in the Middle East.